Last Epoch continues to progress and focuses on the details. Hello everyone, and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Last Epoch. The good old developers from 11th Hour Games have given us another glimpse into the future of 8.1. We are going to be able to check off another box from the early access forecast Phase 4. On top of that, for the first time on this channel, I'm going to be taking a look and walking you through the new Last Epoch build planner, which is awesome because I'm going to be using that for all my future builds. As always, I will share my thoughts. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to support smaller channels. All right. Let's jump right into this. Right now I'm on Last Epoch's official website under General News. Now we've already gotten information around 8.1. 11th Hour Games is going to be completely changing itemization, and I've already made a full video on that, breaking it down. I will link that video at the end of this video, and I highly recommend you check it out because every build guide moving forward will be different. But that's not what we're going to talk about today. We're going to be talking about the new information. Another Phase 4 item approaches, Tooltip DPS. Now, if you actually go to Steam and look at the early access forecast, Phase 1 is complete, Phase 2 is complete, so now we are currently in Phase 3, but Tooltip DPS is right here in Phase 4. I've always wondered when I look at this, like, what in the heck is Tooltip DPS? Well, now I know. One of the most commonly requested items from our early access forecast, Tooltip DPS, is coming soon to a video game near you. Today we're prepared a few early looks at our updated tooltips, in addition to incorporating more information into them. We've taken the opportunity to drastically improve the appearance of our skill tooltips. We know that a lot of you like to spin to win, so we'll be focusing on Warpath. Here's a look at how Warpath's tooltip is currently expected to be in patch 0.8.1. Now, to understand what the new tooltip is going to look like, first you've got to look at what it was. We are officially logged into Last Epoch, and we are going to stick with the example of Warpath. Now, right now, this is the current tooltip for this skill. Initial cost 1, channeling cost 10, cooldown 0.4, and then it tells you what the skill is all about. You can buff the damage through physical melee. It is a channeling ability, movement and strength. Spin towards the mouse while you hold down the ability key, striking nearby enemies as you move. And then when you hit Alt, it gives you more information about the skill. You have 25% less movement speed while spinning, hits at twice your attack rate, but added damage applied at 60% effectiveness, and there's a 40% reduced chance to apply ailments on hit. You have no mana regen while spinning, you cannot be stunned while spinning, not affected by weapon range, and 4% increased damage per point of strength. So this is the current breakdown of the tooltip in 8.04 Last Epoch. Now let's take a look at what the new tooltip is going to look like. So what you see on screen right now is how this is going to look when they drop 8.1. So now you're looking at Warpath, and just right off the bat, obviously visually it looks a lot better. They have broken down everything into its own section. And then in here, you even have a picture of Warpath at the top. Spin towards the mouse while you hold down the ability key, striking nearby enemies as you move. And the big difference for me on this is the damage per second. So now as you're picking different nodes on the skill, you will actually see in real time your damage per second change. On top of that, you obviously have your mana cost, your cooldown, and your channeling cost, which was already on there, but again, it just looks visually better. It has your scaling tags, it has your scaling strength based upon points, and then you have the same hit Alt, and it breaks down all the information that I already read to you at the bottom. It looks so much cleaner, and that is what I love about 11th Hour Games. Even though they're saying a lot of people wanted this, my Discord has almost 600 members. I'm on the forums all the time for Last Epoch. I don't read that much about people wanting a new tooltip. Now, Obviously, it looks a whole lot better, but the old one was still fine. This is just a huge detail that will continue to push Last Epoch into the future, and I love that they are upgrading different parts of the game like this, because it's just going to make the game that much better and that much more polished when we get 1.0. Last but certainly not least, the Last Epoch build planner. Now, I was not kidding. I am going to use this for every build I make into the future. One, it's going to be a part of my actual build guide, so I can show you what true end game gear looks like, so you have something to shoot for from a gear perspective, but also it'll help me planning out my build so it takes less time and I don't waste so much resources. Now, what can you actually do with this? The answer is pretty much anything. So on here, you would select a class. Let's go Paladin. Select a level. Let's say you're shooting for level 85. Okay, now on here, just like you were logged into the game, you have all your character sheets. But that's not what's really important. What's important is you can actually plan out your gear, right? So you can do all your idols, you could do your weapons, every single item in the game, including blessings. And you can actually use this as a database to see what is possible in the game. Now, I'm going to link this in the description below, but this is how it works. Click on your weapon, and then you would pick a weapon. Let's just say you wanted to do a unique weapon, super easy. You click that weapon, and then you hit this little floppy disk up here, and it is on your character. Now, let's say it's not a unique item, you want to use a rare. Okay, so you click on the little chest. What would be a good one? We'll use a Solarian plate, so we'll click that, but we need to add some stuff to it. So let's put 2 prefixes. We'll say armor tier 7, and we'll put on, let's see, blessed, another tier 7. So really good armor we found. And then suffix, we'll go turtle. And what's this one? Chance to bleed if wielding an axe. That's exactly what we want. Look at that. Great armor. Tier 7 on everything, okay? But that is ultimately how you do it. And you can do that for every single item in the game. You can mess with it. And it is a truly great tool. I will link it in the description below if you have not used it, but you could plan out everything. All right, everyone, that's the video. 8.1 is fast approaching. We now know about the details for itemization, and we know about tooltip DPS. This game continues to be my #1 recommendation when it comes to ARPGs. I love everything that 11th Hour Games is doing, and I'm going to continue to support them into the future. That being said, if you have not joined the official Action RPG Discord, please do so. We're approaching 600 members, great conversations every day. The idea is to create a gaming community that could jump from game to game together, so you never start the server alone. Link for that Discord is in the description. Thank you all for watching. Stay home, stay safe. Do not forget to join the official Action RPG Discord. Aaron, out.